What if I told you that the US government is now offering to put up to $1,000 directly into your retirement account and for free? No catch, no gimmick, no fine print hidden on page 40 of some government document. This is real. This is happening right now in 2026. And the crazy part? Most Americans have absolutely no idea this exists. If you have ever felt like retirement is something that only rich people can afford to plan for, this video is going to completely change the way you think about your financial future. So stay right here, because we are breaking it all down, step by step, in plain English. Intro, channel branding. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Frank Join Financial, the channel that takes complicated money topics and makes them simple, practical, and actually useful for real people living real lives in America. My name is Frank, and today we're talking about something that genuinely excites me. The brand new retirement changes that went into effect in 2026, including President Trump's announcement of a $1,000 government match for workers who do not have a retirement plan through their employer. We are also breaking down the Secure Act 2.0, the new 401k limits, the Roth changes, the emergency savings accounts, and everything else that is new this year. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe so you never missed an update like this. And if you are already part of the Frank Join Financial family, let's get into it. Here's what we are covering today. First, we are going to explain what exactly this $1,000 government match is and who qualifies. Then we are going to walk through all the major retirement plan changes for 2026. The new contribution limits, the Roth catch-up rules, the emergency savings accounts, and the student loan match that most people are sleeping on. And finally, we will tell you exactly what steps you should take right now to take full advantage of every single one of these changes. This is a packed video, so let's not waste any time. Section 1. The $1,000 government match. What is it? Let's start with the big one, the $1,000 government retirement match. During his 2026 State of the Union address, President Trump announced that the federal government will start providing up to $1,000 in matching contributions to the retirement accounts of workers whose employers are not already offering a retirement match. He said, and I am paraphrasing here, that since he took office, the average 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. And he wants to make sure that workers without employer plans are not left behind. So how does it actually work? Here is the simple version. If you contribute $2,000 of your own money into a qualifying retirement account, like a traditional IRA or a traditional 401k, the federal government will match up to $1,000 of that, depositing it directly into your account as a tax credit. That is a 50% return on your first $2,000 before your money has even been invested a single day. Think about that. You put in $2,000 and you immediately have $3,000 working for you. Now, this builds on something that was already written into the Secure Act 2.0, it's called the Savers Match, which was scheduled to take effect in 2027. The White House is essentially accelerating and expanding that program. The structure is similar to the thrift savings plan that federal government employees already use, which gives access to a small selection of low-fee index funds, things like U.S. stock market funds and short-term treasury funds. The idea is to make it dead simple for everyday workers to get started investing for retirement without needing to do a ton of research. But here's the important part. Who qualifies? The Savers Match and this expanded program are specifically designed for low to moderate income earners. For single filers, the benefit begins to phase out at around $20,000 of income and disappears entirely around $35,000. For married couples filing jointly, it phases out between $41,000 and $71,000. So if you are in that income range and your employer does not offer a retirement match, this is literally free government money sitting on the table with your name on it. And one more thing, note that this goes into pre-tax accounts like a traditional IRA or traditional 401k, not a Roth account. So plan accordingly. Mid-video hook. All right, we are just getting warmed up. The $1,000 match is just the beginning of what changed in 2026. Coming up, we are going to break down the new contribution limits because they went up this year. The brand new Roth rules that could affect higher earners, a new emergency savings account inside your 401k, and one change that could be a game changer if you have student loans. Do not touch that button. Section 2, new 2026, contribution limits, more room to save. Okay, let's talk about the 2026 contribution limits. The IRS officially raised the limits this year, and if you are not maxing these out, or at least trying to get closer to maxing them out, you are leaving real money on the table. Here is what the new numbers look like. For most 401k plans, 403b plans, and government 457 plans, the standard contribution limit for 2026 is now $24,500 per year. If you are 50 years old or older, you can make an additional catch-up contribution on top of that, bringing your total to $32,500 annually. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Frank, I'm not putting anywhere near that much away. And that is okay. These are the maximum limits. Even if you are only contributing a few $100s a month, increasing that by just a little can make a massive difference over time. For IRAs, that is individual retirement accounts, either traditional or Roth, the contribution limit for 2026 is $7,500 per year if you are 50 or older. The standard limit for those under 50 is $7,000. And here is something that quietly changed under the Secure Act 2.0. The catch-up contribution limit for IRAs is now indexed to inflation, meaning it will go up automatically over time. For 2026, that catch-up limit increased to $1,100 for people over 50. Small number, but it is a sign that these limits will keep climbing. Now, for people ages 60, 61, 62, and 63, listen up closely. This group gets what is called a super catch-up contribution under Secure 2.0. Instead of the standard $8,000 catch-up, this age group can contribute an additional $11,250 on top of the regular limit. So if you are in that age window and you are trying to aggressively catch up on retirement savings before you leave the workforce, this is a massive opportunity that did not exist a few years ago. Use it. Section 3. The big Roth change for higher earners. Now here's a change that could catch a lot of people off guard if they are not paying attention. Starting January 1st, 2026, meaning this is already in effect right now, if you earned more than $150,000 in wages last year, any catch-up contributions you make to a workplace retirement plan must now go into a Roth account, not a pre-tax account, a Roth account. So what does that actually mean in plain English? It means you will pay taxes on those catch-up contributions now in the year you make them, rather than getting a tax deduction today and paying taxes when you withdraw the money in retirement. For some people, this is actually a benefit, because if tax rates go up in the future, you are locking in today's rate. But for others, especially those who were counting on that pre-tax deduction, it changes their tax planning completely. If you're a higher earner and your workplace plan does not yet have a Roth option, you could actually lose your ability to make catch-up contributions entirely until your plan is updated. That is a big deal. Talk to your HR department or your plan administrator right now to make sure your plan is compliant. And for Roth IRA contributions specifically, the income phase-out range also went up in 2026. For single filers, you can contribute to a Roth IRA if your income is below $153,000. The phase-out goes up to $168,000. For married couples filing jointly, the range is now $242,000 to $252,000. If you were just barely over the Roth IRA limit in 2025, double-check your numbers. You might now qualify in 2026. Section 4. Emergency savings inside your 401k. Here is one that I do not think gets nearly enough attention, and it could genuinely change the financial lives of millions of Americans. Under Secure 2.0, employers are now allowed to add an emergency savings account directly inside your 401k plan. This is called a PLESA, a pension-linked emergency savings account. And in 2026, employees can contribute up to $2,600 per year into this account. Now, why does this matter so much? Because one of the biggest financial traps people fall into is cracking open their retirement account when an emergency hits. You had a surprise car repair, a medical bill, a job gap, and suddenly you're taking an early withdrawal from your 401k, paying income tax on it, plus a 10% penalty. That one emergency can set your retirement timeline back by years. The emergency savings account inside your 401k changes that dynamic entirely. Your first 4 withdrawals per year from this account are completely tax-free and penalty-free. The money is right there when you need it, and it does not torpedo your retirement savings. Even better, depending on your plan rules, contributions to this emergency account may actually be eligible for an employer match. So not only are you building your emergency cushion, but you might be getting free money added on top. Not every employer has set this up yet. It is a newer feature. So ask your HR team or benefits administrator whether your plan offers it. If it does, this should be one of the first accounts you start funding. Section 5, the student loan match. Nobody talks about. Okay, this next one might be the most underrated change in the entire Secure 2.0 Act. And it is especially important if you are carrying student loan debt and feeling like you are being forced to choose between paying off your loans and saving for retirement. That choice no longer has to be either or. As of 2024 and continuing through 2026 and beyond, employers are now able to match your student loan payments with contributions to your retirement account. Here's what that looks like in real life. Say you're making $400 a month in student loan payments. Your employer can now treat those payments as if you had contributed them to your 401k and match them accordingly. So you are paying down debt, and at the same time, your employer is building your retirement account for you. You are essentially doing both at once. This is genuinely one of the most creative and impactful retirement incentives to come out of Congress in decades. If your employer offers this benefit and you are not using it, start today. Section 6, Social Security, COLA, and what it means in 2026. Before we wrap up, let's quickly touch on Social Security, because there was a meaningful update here too. In January 2026, Social Security recipients received a 2.8% cost of living adjustment, or COLA. That translates to an average monthly increase of about $56 for retirees, bringing the average monthly retirement payment from around $2,015 up to roughly $2,071. Now, $56 a month might not sound like a lot, but over a full year, that is nearly $700 extra dollars. And for people whose entire budget revolves around their Social Security check, this matters. The COLA adjustment is calculated based on inflation, specifically how much prices rose from the third quarter of the prior year. Inflation ticked up slightly in 2025, which is why the 2026 COLA came in a bit higher than 2025's 2.5%. The important thing to understand is that Social Security alone is not enough for most people to retire comfortably. It was never designed to be. It is a supplement, not a complete plan. Section 7, what you should do right now. All right, let's make this actionable, because information without action is just entertainment. Here is your retirement checklist for May 2026. Step 1. If your income falls below the Savers Match threshold, find out if your employer offers a retirement match. If they do not, open a traditional IRA and start contributing so you can qualify for that government match of up to $1,000. $2,000 in, $1,000 back. That is a 50% instant return. Nothing in the stock market guarantees that. Step 2. Update your 401k contributions to reflect the new 2026 limits. The limit went up to $24,500. Even if you cannot max it, try to increase your contribution by even 1 or 2%. Over 20 or 30 years, that small increase compounds into tens of thousands of additional dollars in your retirement account. Step 3, if you're between 60 and 63 years old, take advantage of the super catch-up contribution. You can put in an additional $11,250 this year on top of the regular limit. This age window is specifically designed for people who feel behind on retirement savings. Use every dollar of it that you can. Step 4. Ask your HR department if your 401k plan now includes an emergency savings account. If it does, fund it. The $2,600 limit gives you a real cushion that will prevent you from raiding your retirement account the next time life throws you a curveball. And step 5, if you have student loans, ask whether your employer now offers a retirement match on loan payments. This benefit exists. It is legal. And most employees are not using it simply because they do not know it is available. Conclusion? Let's bring it all home. In 2026, the U.S. retirement landscape changed significantly, and almost entirely in favor of everyday workers. The government is offering up to $1,000 in free matching contributions for qualifying low and moderate income workers. The 401k contribution limit is now $24,500. People ages 60 to 63 can save more than ever before with the super catch-up. A new emergency savings account inside your 401k protects your retirement from unexpected disasters. Employers can now match your student loan payments with retirement contributions. And Social Security got a 2.8% boost to help retirees keep up with inflation. Here is the bottom line. The government has created more tools to help you build retirement security than at any other point in recent history. But tools only work if you actually pick them up and use them. The people who win financially are not always the ones who earn the most. They are the ones who pay attention, take action, and make every dollar count. You are already doing step 1 just by watching this video. Now go do the rest. Call to action. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, did you know about the $1,000 government retirement match before watching this video? Be honest. And if this video opened your eyes to something new, do me a solid. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Frank Join Financial so you get every update like this as soon as it drops. We cover real money changes, real strategies, and real results every single week. I will see you in